Hi everyone, so I'm back today with another video. I thought I would do a bit of a craft with me type video. Today I wanted to make some ephemera that I'm going to use in a journal spread. And yeah, I'm going to just sort of see how it goes. I don't have any or much sort of like cottagecore inspired ephemera, and I've been really inspired by some pieces that I've seen on Pinterest, and I thought I would have a go at making some to share with you in a journal spread later. I've got my Pinterest board up to the left of me, but I'm going to start off by doing a bit of illustrating, which I haven't done in a very long time, and I've got some watercolour pens here as well that I'm going to have a go at painting with. So I don't really have much of a plan at all, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm not the best person at drawing. I'm not an expert in any craft, as I've said before, but yeah, I just thought I'd give it a go and sort of see how it turns out. So I've got various supplies around me, and so yeah, I'm just going to get going. The first little piece I want to draw, very cottagecore, are some little toadstools. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come up a bit closer, if you can see that. Apologies if the light's not great, but I will try and show you when it's done. So yeah, I kind of want these toadstools to sort of sit in the left bottom corner of the page, so I'm going to try and draw them with that in mind. And so I'm just going to start and see how it goes, and then I'm just going to draw it really lightly, and then hopefully I'll be able to go over in an outline. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do one, I think, and then I'm going to paint it or colour it in, and then I'm going to do a second one because I want to back them onto some other paper, because I'm just repurposing some scraps here. So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to go ahead and colour them in. So I want to find a red, I hope, and I'm using these watercolour pens that I found from a seller on Vinted, and they're the Do Crafts Artiste brand. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave some bits like out for the dots, and then what I'm going to do is just see how it goes. Like I say, I'm not a huge expert. I literally just do things that I like, and then if it turns out well, it turns out well. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So yeah, this is like maybe like, well, I certainly haven't painted or done any type of drawing or colouring in a very long time, but I do find it very therapeutic. So yeah, I'm just gonna go around here, and I kind of want it to be a bit rusticy, so I'm not doing it like a really good job of the colouring in. So yeah, we shall see. So yeah, like I say, I just kind of find all this really relaxing, so I hope that you do as well. I'm looking for like a grey. Let's try that. Okay, so that's going to go, and the journal that I've got is not very big, so I don't want to go too big because I feel like it might be too big. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my fountain pen, and I'm actually probably what I should do before that is I should cut this out and back it maybe first before I do the outlines. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm then going to cut this out with a little bit of a border because I want enough space to be able to do like a little bit of an outline. And then what I might do is sort of see how I feel when it comes to adding any more, because I don't know, I don't really love the red now that I've got it on the paper, but we'll see what happens in a moment. So I'm going to back each of these with, because you can see now like how flimsy that paper is. It's not very sturdy at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back it on some of this mint paper, and this is from I bought it in Hobbycraft. I can't remember what the range is called, but I know it's like the natural history or natural botanicals pad. So I know it is still available, so I will link it in the description because I know this one is still available. Then I'm just going to use some glue, just some standard Pritt stick, and that's just going to hopefully adhere that very nicely to that. And then I'm going to fussy cut that. Needs a bit more actually. Oops. So I'm going to just cut that. And actually it doesn't look that bad now it's on the backing paper. I think maybe because the paper that I've used to draw on is really yellow. It's quite a yellowy toned paper. But actually that with the mint, that looks really nice. I'm quite pleased with that so far. So I'm just trimming around this bit. And then once that's cut out, I don't know if you can see, I'm just going to zoom you in actually, so you can see a bit better. Okay, so that's that. And then what I want to do is I wanted to go over in my fountain pen, and I want to just try and do a nice little outline. And again, I don't want this to be at all like neat, really. I just want it to be quite rustic. So hopefully you can see that. Let's start at the top. Okay, so the fountain pen idea did not work. I tried to get the ink cartridge in and I can't do that right now, so I'm going to just go ahead and use a black watercolour just to do the outline. I'm sure that'll be okay. It's not exactly what I wanted, but never mind, we'll just go ahead with this idea now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a few, basically I'm just going to go over the drawing and just do a bit of like definition in places. Again, I'm kind of just totally making it up as I go along, to be honest. But I kind of wanted it a bit like, you know, like sketchy, so we'll see how that translates. And I don't really mind that I'm not like on the lines or anything. Doesn't really bother me too much at the moment because it's not really the look that I'm going for. I'm just going to put a bit of definition in the back there. And that is literally all that I'm going to do on that one. But I did want actually to have a look for, I think maybe like a pink or something would look quite nice on that on the red, on top of the red. But I'm just going to try and find a pink. I don't know if it's too, too dark, too light now. Doesn't look very dissimilar to, the colour that I'd already put down, to be honest. You know what, I'm going to leave that one. I'm going to do the other one. I'm going to do the other toadstool a different colour anyway, so that doesn't matter too much. Okay, so then I'm just going to repeat that on the others for the other shape, and I want this one to kind of be a bit smaller, or a bit more like, I want it to be a bit like rounder. So I hope that I can get this out. So let's think about this. So yeah, I like that. That will sit really nicely as like a duo, and that's the kind of thing that I'm going for when I get to cut it out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and colour this one in, and I might use, thinking of like more orangey. Yeah, let's try this, and I'll try and mix it. So I'm going in that way with that, and then maybe I'll go in that pinky colour. Although, like I say, it's not that different, but we shall see what happens. Maybe I should have used that one on that other one, because that's more of the colour that I'm looking for, I think. But never mind. Yeah, I like that. And then I'm just going to go for an all grey stalk on this one. And then I will define it with some black. Oops. we go. And then same on this side, I'm gonna cut this one out and go ahead and back it onto the same paper. Just make it a bit easier for me to cut out. Let's do that up here. Yeah. And again, I'm just going to use some Pritt stick. Oops. Out. Again, I'm going to leave a border just slightly, so I just want to be able to see the blue just like peeking through when I go to put it on the journal page, because I quite like that idea. I don't think I'm going to be using that paper anymore, so that's fine. And I quite like fussy cutting, so yeah, I don't mind doing that. But I suppose if you've got like a cutting machine, you could probably make these shapes on a cutting machine, or if you've got any like hole punches, I suppose you could do your own ephemera that way, which I can also do, but I just thought I would do a bit of something different for these. And again, I'm just going to go through and just give this little mushroom some definition. Okay, right, so there's my two little mushrooms. I'm quite happy with those. They're not exactly what I envisioned. I wanted to use the fountain pen for the outlines, but actually I'm really happy with those. So that's the mushrooms. I'm just going to put those in my little ephemera jar, and going to have a look at doing something else now. I've got lots of butterflies, but I kind of want to have a go at doing like a vase, like a jug of flowers. I'm just going to zoom out ever so slightly. Yes, I'm just going to think about how I'm going to do that. And I thought I could actually use this card. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to lightly sketch a little jug design. And again, I'm not really sure on the size, so I'm just going to go ahead and not make it too small, because I want to be able to see this one. But equally, I do want to be able to fit it on the page, but I know that the journal that I'm using for this one isn't massive. Okay, so I've just realised with the jug handle, what I'm probably going to need to do is leave that as it is. I'm not going to go in and cut that out, I don't think. But that's okay, that'll be fine. And then I'm going to just go in and draw some flowers now. Okay, that's that. And then I'm just going to get my colours. Green, purple, pink, and a blue. Okay, so I'm going to do the same as I did on the last bit. Let's do the flowers first. So and these are going to be so, like, literally so, they're not even going to be very detailed at all, but hopefully it'll be just enough for you to get an idea of what I'm doing. But like I say, I'm literally, for the most part, when I do any drawing, I tend just to just make it up as I go along. I have a sort of a rough idea of what I want to do, but for the most part, it's just me making it up, really. And then I will, obviously, I'm going to do the same sort of like outline on these. As before, I'm going to go in with my grey, and I'm going to do the jug grey. But I'm literally just going to do it really, like, I don't know if I even want to do the whole thing. We'll see. So I'm not going to need to back this one, so I might just do the outline now and then cut it out. So I'll do that now. I want to go over the flowers. That's cute. But I feel like it's missing something. So I'm hoping this is a darker grey that I can just go in. I can go in with where that black is. And then what I was thinking is actually this would be okay if it would look quite nice if I then did like a title along it. Like I could put some foam across there and then do a little title maybe. I'm just thinking out loud really. Oops. I actually prefer that green to the other one. So actually that looks okay. So I'm then going to cut this out like I did with the others. But I will still leave that border, I think, because I quite like that on the last bit. And actually I'm not cutting the inside of the jug, and obviously I'm not going to be cutting around every flower, so that would just be too much too much fussy cutting. And this is supposed to be like a relaxing Yay. I think once they get in the, once I've put them in the book, I think they'll look a lot nicer. But actually that's really nice. I quite like that. Okay, brilliant. So that can then go in my Cottagecore ephemera. I'm wondering what else to do. Oh, I could do like a little basket, couldn't I? That would be quite cute. Let's finish off using this. So let's do like a wicker basket. the right colours. Right colours for this one. Let's just get my little scrappy. That one's good. Let's try. I think I prefer the first colour, so let's do that first, and then I'll go in with some definition in the darker colour. Just going to zoom you in so you can see. And then I just want to get that black again, I think, and just outline the shapes. Love it. I'm really impressed with that one actually. I think that's probably my favourite. So I'm going to just go ahead and cut this one out. Okay, so I think I have all of the little bits that I wanted to do. So I've made my little wicker basket, I've made my jug of flowers, and I've made my 2 little toadstools, which I think are so cute. So they are going to go in my spread, my journal spread that I'm going to be doing. But I've also got some other bits that I've got that I'm going to add in. So yeah, I think they're sweet. And there they are. Thank you for joining me on this craft along. I really hope that you found it useful, but also relaxing. The main point of my videos is to find that little bit of time for you to do your own thing and just unwind. So I really hope that this helped you with that today. And if you are making your own ephemera for your scrapbooks or your journals, then I would love to see them. I'm on Instagram as well, so I'll leave the link to that in the description. And yeah, I'll be back soon to share with you the journal spread that I use these in. And yeah, thank you for watching.